Anyway, I realized I might as well record a short video for my friends at the Marriott in case you guys are thinking about getting some historic shots that can never be taken ever again. I know you guys aren't really into the whole like cityscape thing, but the reason why I think you might want to consider this shot of the whole ward area is the fact that this was taken back before Waiea was even like partially built. You can still see the theater from this section hovering over Koalo, and it's kind of wild to realize how you'll never be able to see what those older, or future generations will never be able to see what those older buildings ever looked like, you know? And this was back when, what's his name? The guy that bought Lanai, Larry Ellison, that's his mega yacht right there that was parked down by Ward during that whole construction process in the very beginning. Anyway, another one to consider is this shot that I have of Doris Duke's estate, which is it's a picture I took back in, when was it? Like 2017, I think it was. But it was before they changed the. I don't know why, but they decorated all of these poles over here like rainbow colors. Like they painted like these weird like rainbow colors across all these poles. And I realized this was taken before all that new like color scheme kind of took over, you know. But anyway, that's a really great shot of Shangri-La, and it was taken right as a wave was curling around the edge of that breaker wall. And if you didn't know it, Doris Duke was at the time, they called her the richest girl in the world because she inherited pretty much like $1 billion from her tobacco company owning daddy. Anyway, another one to consider is this shot right here of the A, which is a mega yacht that was down by Aloha Tower back when, when the Falls of Clyde was still there. And of course, this is now a historic shot because they sunk that ship out at sea in October. And it really is a shame that they couldn't save that thing because there was a lot of people trying to fight to keep it in Hawaii, you know? And I had no idea just how historic these shots would be. And anyway, the other one that I really wanted to suggest is a really like hidden waterfall by the Poly. And it took me so long to actually discover this. Of course, here's another one of the Falls of Clyde downtown, which is like right on the bottom of the frame. Where on earth is that picture? Let's see, I had it right over here. Oh, and another one, if you ever want a closer shot of the new Obama estate, or sorry, well, this isn't the new Obama estate, but this is where the new Obama estate is now. That's the old Magnum PI estate, and they got rid of this house over here, and they got rid of all these trees, and they moved in a bunch of sand over here. So it's like a completely revitalized area. And I know that you guys already have the shot of the canoe, but I was just thinking, if you're going to do something big and super historic, you'll never be able to take a picture like that ever again. And let's see here, where's that one on the Poly? I had a really great shot of the Poly somewhere around here. Oh, also, you know, another good one would be China Walls, just because it's a really like festive area where there's all these people that are down there. You can see that guy, he's got his arms out. Like everyone's like super excited. They're cheery when the helicopter is rolling by, you know? Everyone's giving me the shaka. Let's see here. And then another one, of course, is the one that I was thinking would be super important to have for Waikiki historians, is the fact that this picture right here was back when King's Village was still there, and back before that huge new condo they built right here was that big shiny new condo. There was like a little convenience store there before, and as you can see, you have the Marriott over here on the bottom left, and you also have the older, what was that hotel called? I forgot the name of it, but that was before the Aloha Lani changed the look at that rinky-dink pool they used to have compared to the crazy infinity pool they have now, you know? It's amazing how much things can change in such a short amount of time. Okay, anyway, this right here is the shot that I really want to pitch to you guys, just because of the fact that there's a lot of people that don't know about this little hidden reservoir on the Poly. And think about how many people drive over the Poly and they never even think to peek over. There's a lot of cat fishermen that come over and hang out there who know about that area, but it's a really kind of like special place. And apparently there's a heiau on the bottom of the shot right here. But anyway, as we look over here, you'll notice there's a hidden waterfall to the right of the Poly, and it's just hidden away from all the other waterfalls over here that you can sometimes see gushing away, you know. But it's a really interesting piece of topography that not a whole lot of people are aware of. And let's see, the shot actually goes down a bit more. Let's see, where's the other waterfall? There's another one like right down there. But if you blew this up big, all of a sudden that waterfall would look a lot more satisfying, you know. Anyway, just trying to throw ideas out there in case you guys by the way, I'm glad I thought of this. Okay, another historic Waikiki shot. Since all of the Pearl Harbor survivors, I'm pretty sure, have like passed away now, and this was one of the last parades that ever took place in Waikiki that featured some of the last remaining Pearl Harbor survivors. And as you can see, this is when the parade was starting, and it was the 75th annual military parade going down Waikiki. And I literally flew by right as it was starting, and you can see all the classic cars that are like waiting to go down. I mean, I had no idea that these cars apparently are holding some of the old military survivors, and I didn't know that they were the ones that drove down in those flashy cars sometimes, you know. But as you can see all the military people in their whites over here. And yeah, there's actually a lot of people in this shot. It would be worth blowing up to like 40 by 60 just because of that, you know, historic aspect, if you ask me. But it's all up to you guys, you know. But there's actually a ton of people in this picture. And where's the last? There's more people like marching in over here. But yeah, it's a pretty epic shot that has the lights glowing really well at the beginning of Waikiki. Anyway, I hope you guys have fun picking out more pictures, because I sure have fun being the art liaison over here. And by the way, another one to consider, even though this is kind of close to Kaimana Beach Hotel, you can crop out Kaimana Beach Hotel and still have the two seals. Those are the two seals that were chilling a while back that they had to keep shutting the beach down for. And I wasn't even like looking for the seals. I was walking out along that wall, and all of a sudden they just like swam up next to me. I'm just like, oh my gosh. It was a pretty magical moment, you know. But yeah, you can still see the Marriott over here in the distance somewhere. Cool, man. Well, have a blast checking out all the other art that I have to offer, because remember, there's that 1x2 panorama gallery that has a whole lot more hidden shots. Like, this is one that a lot of people forget. This picture of a rainbow coming down during at the beginning of low tide at the sandbar. As you can see, the water is like kind of receding back over here, you know. Alrighty.